So yeah, this year we released 4 new red dots. We've got 2 in the GLX series and 2 in the SLX series. The big difference between them is the GLX has a solar failsafe on it, where the SLX is battery power only. Other than that, they're very, very similar as far as size, weight, footprint, everything like that goes. They're both T1, T2 footprints. The GLX with that solar failsafe, it's not so much the solar panel backing up the battery as the battery backing up the solar panel.
Okay.
So the panel actually runs the dot the majority of the time, and just in extreme low light situations, like inside with the lights off, in a cave, or at night, that's when the battery takes over.
Okay. And does that auto adjust versus how much ambient lighting is there?
No, so it doesn't auto dim.
What I'm saying is, let's say you're outside, you don't need the battery. You
Right.
walk inside, it's going to maintain the same brightness level, but internally it will switch the power.
Yep, exactly, and it's seamless. You won't even know it's doing
it.
it.
Yep. Awesome, that's fine.
And then as soon as you go back outside, it'll switch back over.
So it's not going to go dim for a second and then turn on once
Nope.
it switches over.
No, but it'll look like it's just on as normal. You'll forget it's even
And
happening.
then the 2 different versions of those red dots are the 2 MOA dot and the ACSS version.
Yep, the new ACSS CQB. So we had the ACSS CQB in the MD25 before. In the MD21s, you can actually choose which features of that reticle are turned on or turned off. So if you just want the chevron, or you want the chevron and horseshoe, or chevron BDC, or everything on all together, by pushing and holding the plus button, it cycles through those, and when you let it go, that's what it stays on, and it's got a memory. So if that's what it was on when you turned it off, that's what it'll be on when you turn it on.
Okay, fantastic. So what is the price difference between the 4 different models, starting from the lowest to the highest?
So the lowest is going to be the SLX MD21, and that's red dot only. So for that one, we're looking just under the $200 price point.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we're going to add about $40 if we want the ACSS variants. Once we get into the GLXs, we're looking about that $270-ish price point for the ACSS, and then we're going to save a little bit when we move over to the red dot.
What about size and weight? They're not huge red dots, but they are a little bit bigger than like your micro style.
Yeah, they're not huge. They're about, I'd say, a quarter-inch longer than, everybody kind of knows the T1, T2, so about a quarter-inch longer than that. About the same length as our MD21, but the body size is actually a little bit smaller.
Okay.
I'm sorry, same length as the MD25, but the body length is a little bit smaller. So instead of a 25 millimeter objective, we actually have a 21 millimeter objective, hence the MD21 name. So yeah, width-wise, it's a little bit smaller, but we're sitting right around that same length.
Now, will this be replacing the MD20 or MD25, or are you guys going to keep all 3 lines of those?
Nope, yeah, we're going to keep moving forward with all of them. It's kind of let market dictate. If it starts to cannibalize one, we'll kind of adjust when we need to. But
And so the difference between like the MD20 and 21, with that additional size, you're able to get that bigger solar panel on top.
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah, we get the larger solar panel on top by increasing the focal length as well, by making it a little bit longer. It's less affected by astigmatism. If you're having astigmatism, you'll still might have issues, but yeah, it's a little bit less.
Okay. Awesome.